Hey everyone, let's take a look at the bricks and pieces in Galaxy Explorer by LEGO. This is the Space System series. Set number 10497 contains 1,254 bricks. Looks like we get ourselves a few minifigures, and this is the 90 Years of Play edition, and this was provided to me by LEGO, actually as a gift. So this is not like a review thing, but this is like a thank you gift. But, you know, we're still going to do the review and the unboxings and stuff. So as you can tell, we get a lot of goodies going on in the back. And it's got these goofy thumb pusher things. So I want to push those in there. And let's open this monster up. Okay, now we can get a little sloppy with this because this set has been long since been revealed. Now, this has given me 70s and 80s vibes, and looks like we have ourselves the instruction booklet, and I'm hoping everything in here is printed. So there's the manual, and let me guess, that little flyer says we're switching to paper. Is that what that is? That's exactly what it is. Have yet to see paper bags, so, and well, some of these look pretty interesting. Alright, so first thing is we get ourselves an 8x16 flat tile that's black with the tubes on the bottom. Great for making asphalt for roads and such. And it looks like we got ourselves several numbered bags. We got a 4, 9, 3, 8, so it looks like we have individual bags. Let's start with bag 1, and just by looking at the contents and through the bag, looks like more like an old school retro Technic set. So, well, a brick separator. I'm really surprised LEGO put one of those in there. And several Technic bricks and beams. So these are bricks, these are beams, for those who don't know. Now, I'm by all means not a Technic expert, so I just kind of guessed some things here. Oh, that's printed. I remember these when I was a kid. These little slopes with the lines through them. Kind of what you'd use like in Star Wars. And a round 4x4 brick. I think it's a round 4x4 Technic brick. More Technic beams. A 4x6 Technic frame. 6x8 plate. Several of these 2x2 bricks with Technic pin, and I can always use these round 2x2 Technic bricks. These are great for making propane tanks. Like we get several of these, and there's a torso. And when I was a kid, yes, I had some spacemen. I wasn't heavy into space. I'm not really into the space theme, but it was always cool. You know, your imagination kind of starts running wild. And we got some of these modified plates with Technic coal or Technic beam. So pretty much that's what that bag is. And I will have a really detailed build of this too, if you're interested. I'll have a link in the description for the build. Well, once I get it done. I don't know. Matter of fact, while you're watching this, I'm still working on the build. You'll probably have to subscribe to my second channel for that. Okay, so this bag here is mainly full of Technic accessories. Okay, we got some 1x1 angular headlight bricks in black. Some of these 3-stud long friction pins. Some of these number 1, I believe these are 0-degree Technic beam that accepts a cross axle. I don't know what those are called. Transparent 1x2 plates. Oh, I thought that was a new piece. You get some cross axles as well, 3 studs long, and a round brick. What is that, a mug? So there's a mug floating around in space out there. Oh, looks like we got more Technic pins in this one. And these are just to see what kind of parts we get in one of these. If you're planning on buying one of these sets to build a collection. or to see what's inside basically. So we get ourselves a little antenna and one of these robotic arms, is what I call them. These have been around for I don't even know how long. And some regular Technic pins, Technic friction pins, some of these, not the friction pins, that's a friction pin with a cross axle on the end. You get one of these one stud long beams. There's a stud, a solid stud, and just a bunch of Technic pins. So far, this is just looking like an old school retro Technic set. Let's have a look at bag 2. Matter of fact, I don't remember the original having this many pieces. Okay, so obviously we get, looks like we have maybe a few 4x12 plates. Set those there, and oh, we got another one. Any more hidden in there? Some of these angular plates. Get a few of those. Some 2x12 and 2x16 plates. And some 1x12s. Some 1x10s. Yes, this is giving me some old school vibes here. And some of these pieces. You'd see these in the Super Mario sets. But I wonder what they're going to use those for. They're like a 4x4 by 2/3 modified tile. Get that out of there. We'll look at that in a bit. And some of these bracket pieces. I'm not sure. I know you use these for trains and semis and stuff. Oh, there's another one of these printed slopes. Looks like we got a few more of these. Yeah. Some of these 4 stud wide parabola dishes, or a 4x4 round parabola dish. 3x3 plates. Now obviously this is not a true classic space set because 3x3 plates didn't exist back in the 70s and 80s. Some of these, like these inverted slopes, did. So this is a what, 25-degree 1x3 slope. We got a few of those. And some 1x8 bricks. You don't hardly see bricks in sets. Maybe this set will surprise us. And some wood. And yes, if you look at the colors, this looks like a really old school set. So I'm getting that old school feel with this. Sometimes you have to break away from the modern colors to kind of appreciate what we had when we were kids. Okay, so this bag here has some plates of various sizes. We got 1x3 and 1x4 plates. And yes, these steering wheels have been around for many years. In fact, I think these have been around longer than I have been on this earth. And some of these handle pieces. That's what Lego calls them. 1x2 plate with handle. And some more of these type of 1x2 plates with Technic beam. 1x1 and 1x2 bricks. Yeah, looks like we get a few of these here. Like a half round brick or wall element piece. And oh, and by the way, this is not an early morning unboxing. This is actually a bedside unboxing. For those who have never watched my second channel, bedside build, bedside unboxing is what I do before I go to bed. So, like right now, it's late at night and I'm doing these real quick. Okay, so you get some white 1x3 jumper plates. Great for offsetting seats and vehicles. Some 1x1 round bricks. Some 1x1 or 1x2 plates. And transparent red 1x2x2 corner plates. 2x2 round plates with cross hole. Yeah, and some slopes. These also didn't exist in the 70s and 80s either. I don't remember if studs even existed. I don't think they did. I have to look. So far, the color scheme is pretty much old school, what I call AFOL colors. But yeah. Moving on to bag 3. And it looks like we're seeing the same old school colors. Okay. And yes, I'm just tossing them on the floor. This is another part that didn't exist back in them days, is a 1x12 plate. But of course Lego has improved somewhat, and its plastic is much more durable. And looks like I get a few more of these 4x6 frames. And they're basically Technic frames. Wow, bricks, more bricks in this set, so you get some 2x4 bricks. 2x4 flat tiles. These didn't exist as well. These are relatively new. And some 2x3 bricks. Oh, look, a classic red 2x4 brick. Yeah, this is really going to be fun to put together. And some of these 2x6 by 2/3 angular plates. And we got some 1x4 bricks with 4 studs on the side. 1x3, 1x2 bricks. Oh, look, a torso. Okay, we can put that together. And some bricks of various sizes. We got 1x4 and 1x8 bricks. Some of these 1x4 bricks with the slide. And basically, for those who don't know, these are meant to accommodate these type of plates in here. So you can see how they fit perfect in there. So that's what those are for. Maybe we're going to have a sliding mechanism. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen the review or anything like that on this. 2x2 round brick. We get a few of those. Some of these 3x3 angular bricks. A wedge plate. 2 of these. 8x8 45-degree wedge plates. Angular plates. And stuff like that. And we also get some 4x4 45-degree slope plates. Alright, a little baggie of stuff. I don't know what's in here. Looks like it's a bunch of studs, obviously, but we will see. Ooh, I see some parts that I haven't seen in a long time. Okay, well, green 1x1 transparent plates. You don't even see green that much except in Minecraft sets, but yeah, especially in 1x1 form. Looks like we have hollow studs, and these are relatively new. These didn't exist back then when Space came out. And some 1x2 bricks with 2 studs. We got a classic space helmet with something stuck inside. A little slope. Now I may miss a few pieces here and there, so when we do the more detailed build, yes, it will be a complete build. Unscripted, it'll be start to finish, no speed build, no piano music, it'll just be ASMR content. Oh, some of these angular tiles. So, those are relatively new, and some of these angular 1x1 headlight bricks, 1x1 and 1x2 slopes, some more transparent 1x2 plates, don't roll off, 1x1 bricks, and some of these little frying pan things, and some corner plates and such. So far, even though if the color palette is very basic, well, for me it's basic, this doesn't look too bad for a selection of parts. Let's see what bag 4 has to offer. Okay. Bags within bags. Haven't seen these solo bags yet. Now, by the time you get about halfway through, the parts start to become redundant. So we got several 1x12 plates, 1x8 plates, and 1x8 plates with track or slide. We gotta get through all those, and 2x4 flat tiles, and some of these angular plates. I've seen these in friend sets, but never really in something like this. So maybe these could be used for like wings or something. We have no clue. Those are like an A-frame type plate, and some 1x2 plates with slide. We got some of these type of angular pieces here. You know, I haven't seen stickers in here. So this may be a really high-end set. 2x4 flat tiles, 2x6 flat tiles. And some 1x2, 1x4 bricks with studs on the side. So we get a few of those. Some 1x1 bricks with holders. And some 1x2x2 angular plates, 1x4 plates. Anything else in here worth mentioning? Not really. Not yet, anyways. We have got one more bag here in this one. At least this one's individually packaged, so we don't have to have like 3 bag number 4s running around or something. Okay, so we have some transparent 1x1 by 2/3 slopes. Transparent red. Some of these 1x1 plates with lamp holder. These have been around longer than I think I've been around on this earth. But these have not. The 1x1 bricks with the 1 stud on the side. I think the headlight bricks are older than I am, but not those. And we've got some 1x2 slopes. Some more frying pans. 1x1 plates, studs, radiator grills, and 1x1 round bricks. So far, it's starting to get to be the same old things, but this time we have more tiles. Let's have a look at bag 5, and, you know, yes, it does look like the same old stuff. We don't know because, well, we just unpacked it. See if there's any hidden gems in there. Okay, lots of gray. Ooh, I believe these are 17 or 18 degree slopes. I do need a bunch of these for roofing. Yeah, looks like this set has some in here. You don't see slopes in any modern Lego set anyways. Those are kind of rare now. And some more wedge plates. Here's a minifigure head. Just a very basic minifigure head that I've seen millions of times. In fact, those are getting to be scarce now. 8x8 angular plate. Some more of these 3x6 angular plates and left and right hand variants. 1x12, 4x8, a modified 4x6 plate with studs around 3 sides, 2x6 plate, and a 2x2 slope. So I made a few of these, giving off that old school spaceship. And it's starting to see these in a lot of modern sets. A 1x2 Technic brick with plate on the back. Great for like axles and stuff for like campers and such. 2x8 plate. One of these double wedge plates. I think it's a 3x4. 1x4 flat tiles. I can get several of these in black and yellow. And some 1x6 plates and such. Upwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plates. And torsos and all that stuff. Now I haven't seen any printed stuff in here except for a few pieces. Now I looked on the box. It looks like we get some stuff that looks like it's printed, but I haven't seen anything in here yet. So I really can't wait to build this. This looks fun. Sometimes I want to hurry up and get the set done. I want to hurry up and start this one and see the build quality, see the experience. Experience the old school vibes. Alright, some of these angular tiles. Looks like somebody had took a pair of shears and cut a 2x2. Get more of those. 1x2 radiator grills. And yes, I caught myself yawning there. 1x1 by 2/3 slopes. Studs. A 1 stud long Technic cross axle bushing. Some of these looks like friction pins with cross axles. Yeah, 1x2 plates. Oh, I really want to build this now. Oh, okay, here's some more parts that didn't exist back then. Well, obviously these did. This is the little oxygen tanks. But 2x3 flat tiles did not exist back then. This is fun to reminisce. I know some people say you shouldn't bring up the past and talk about it, but sometimes you got to appreciate what you have, you know, now compared to what we were when we were kids. Some of these Technic pin or maybe double beam. I'm not sure the name of these. 2x3 plate. Some 3 stud long friction pins. Inverted 45 degree slopes, 1x2 variant, and some of these 1x4 modified plates with 2 studs on the top. So let's sew all that up there. And yes, it's starting to get to be the same old stuff. We're only halfway done. Let's explore bag 6. This one's actually got some blue, a lot of blue in this one here. Okay, some 4x10 plates and some 1x10 plates, and one of these, I think it's a 5 or 5.5 stud. This is a 6 stud long stick with flange. We got ourselves a mailbox casing, and we got the mailbox itself, so I'm assuming there's probably another door to that. There it is. 2x2 plates. Some of these modified 2x4 slope pieces. And some of these pieces you use for like the wing of an aircraft, like a tail wing. You get a bunch of those in there. Look at that. They just keep coming and coming. 1x6 flat tiles. What else do we get in here? A 1x2 by 1 by 2 by 2, a 1x2 by 2x2 downwards angular plate, and one of these modified 1x2 plates with 2 sticks. And yes, these have been around for a long time. And some of these, I believe that these are just double 45-degree slope plates. If I don't use a part that often, I don't know the name of it, so my apologies. And some regular 25-degree 1x3 slopes. As well, some of these modern or modernish 45-degree slope plates. Little wall element. It feels kind of lightweight from what the originals were. So you get a couple of those in gray. 2x4 plates, 2x2 plates. Some of these Technic piece, or not Technic, my bad, regular bricks. You get a 1x4 and a 1x3 variant. One of these modified 1x2 plates with shaft. There's the holder, and yes, it looks like this would go on there, but it does not. It looks like it would fit on there. And some more of these modified plates with holder. Anything else in here? Got a black oxygen tank. May need that if we're floating out in space somewhere. Well, until the oxygen runs out, then, well, let's not mention that. And then we got some 1x1 round bricks, Technic pins, some white 1x2 ingot pieces. Now, what do you use these for? I see so many people use these for bricks. You know, I've been experimenting with these. They work good for bricks, drawer fronts, or you can use them as beadboard for like a wall. And a 1x2x2 corner flat tile, and one of these. Did we get more of those? I need a bunch of these for other projects, but these are 45-degree slope, I guess, bricks with tile on the top, and a couple of these 1x2 modified plates with top holders, some transparent studs in green and red, and a 1x1 round plate with stick. Anything else in there? 1x2 plates, 1x1 slopes. Yeah, the same old stuff, you know. I mean, it's getting to be redundant. Let's have a look at bag 7. I already see some interesting goodies in this one. Now, I don't mean to harp on this Lego, but you may want to package these separately, and the reason being is because these could get scuffed. I do, when I'm done using these, I always package these differently. So it looks like we get ourselves some, let me see here, 6x10 windscreens, and these feel pretty soft. They're not that hard, rigid plastic that I remember. Maybe it's meant to last longer. And I haven't really seen yellow transparent windscreens for I don't know how long. I think the last time I ever saw one was probably back in the 90s. So those are pretty cool. And we got the usual, well, no, we got some 1x8 flat tiles in blue and 1x8 plates. 1x3 bricks. Ooh. 2x3 slopes in blue. Well, that's unusual. That's a 25-degree variant. We've got some of these windows. Transparent yellow bricks. Seen these in Minecraft sets. Another torso. So this is the Classic spaceman. And round transparent red bricks. I don't think I've seen these in that color before. And one of these 2x2 modified plates with a Technic hole. Downwards 1x2 by 2x2 angler plates. I got that right this time. And one of these plates with rail or slide. If anybody's ever watched my sliding glass door tutorial, that's what we use. And some inverted 45-degree slopes. And 1x3 bricks, inverted 1x3 slopes, and we got LL 928, and that's printed. This is the type of stuff that I want to see, is printed stuff. Now, I don't want to have to fight to put stickers on, but this will last a long time. A long time. Oh, the space logo, it's printed. This is something we're going to have to frame. I was expecting that to be stickered, but no, that is printed. You can tell the high-end sets. This is starting to look more enjoyable now. I don't have to fight the stickers. I can just start building without having to put those on there. Some of these 1x2 bricks with shaft or stick. These are great for attaching shower heads to, like for what I use for campers and stuff. And some 1x2 Technic bricks with one hole. Some of these slide pieces, 1x4 brick with slide, 1x4x1 wall element, excuse me. Couldn't hold that yawn in. And no, this is not boring, it's just, like I said, it's a bedside build, so I'll be pretty tired out when I get done with this. Alrighty. Now, I don't have these in transparent yellow, and these are the printed pieces. I'm assuming they fit in these. Go like that. So, okay, this is a new type of printed piece. Little control panel. May have to go through this slowly now. We're finding printed stuff. Oh, there's another one. This is the type of stuff that I want to see, Lego, is printed pieces. Oh. Half round, 1x2 half round flat tile. You know how many times I've been wanting those? I got so excited I dropped that on the floor. Looks like we get 2 of those, so it's better than piecing a bunch of 1x1s together. Yeah, I've been wanting to find these. Pretty cool. And some 1x2 slopes. You know, the whole point about going through these is to see the pieces, but some potential buyers of these sets are kind of skeptical. Even I'm like that sometimes. And to see exactly what we get in one of these sets, this is going to set the tone for how the build's going to be. Like the 1x3 plates. You get plenty of those 2x2 flat tiles. But that's the thing I emphasize on these. What kind of parts do we get in here? Like, we get more printed pieces. This is the type of stuff that I want to see Legos printed. Because we're going to have a really good building experience. And we get some 1x1 bricks with cross axle. Now, in one of my other videos, we always talk about breeze blocks. And that's kind of what these look like. Maybe we can get Lego to make more of those in different colors. They're like a concrete block, like a masonry block with holes for a breeze. Oh, there's a white one, so you can go up the side of a house or something. And another space helmet. Some more studs. Oh, that's a lamp holder. 1x1 plate with lamp holder. 1x2 plates, 1x1 plates, round bricks. Small antennas. Great for shifters. Yeah, so this bag here had some hidden gems. Oh, I see some goodies in here already. Step aside. I love the printed stuff. See, I don't mind the printed stuff at all here. We got, first off, blue 1x2 profile bricks. Really cool. And looks like these were computer monitors, more modern. You get 2 of those? Oh, but they're different. Pretty cool. Well, there's more. There's something different there. My camera's going haywire too. A radar. And so each one of these tiles is different. This is the type of stuff, Lego, that I want to see. More printed stuff. Okay, we get another one of those. I remember seeing these kind of on slopes before, but never on tiles like this. So you get 9 tiles in there that are printed. Maybe I'm missing a few, but pretty much about it. Then back to the usual 1x2 by 1x2 downwards angular plates. There's those profile bricks, 1x4 flat tiles. A white oxygen tank, 1x2 slope. Yeah, this one here has some interesting pieces for bag 7. Alright, moving on to bag 8. Looks like it's mostly blue stuff in there. And for me, blue is a very rare color. I don't have a lot of it. So, I wonder if there's any more printed goodies in this one. Let's take a look. So, 4x8 plate, 2x10 plate, a 1x10 plate, a few 1x6 plates. Okay, I've never seen these in blue before, so these are 6x8 by 1 slopes. So I've never seen those in blue. You know, make great top of a storage shed if you get a couple more of those. And some of these tail wings. We've seen these in gray, now we have them in blue. Really want to put this together now. And some 1x4 bricks and 1x3 bricks. Got some 1x2 corner bricks. 1x4 plates, 1x2 Technic brick with 2 holes, a 1x4 Technic brick with 3 holes, and a modified 1x2 brick with a stick on the side. Great for making hinges and such. Anything else in here? 1x2, no, 2x2 45-degree slopes, and you can tell it's getting a little too late for this. Well, I got one more after this bag here. Okay. More transparent green 1x1 plates. You can obviously tell here. And yes, these were around when I was a kid. And 2x3 flat tiles. Well, maybe it's just one. And some inverted 2x2 flat tiles and a 2x3. I believe these are shield tiles. I'm not sure you get 2 of those. A couple of these little water buckets. There's another one of those 2x3 flat tiles. Upwards 1x2 by 1x2 angular plates. Some more of these 45-degree slope brick tile things. 2x3 slopes. Oh, a little radio. And yes, these things have changed very little, but these were around probably before I was even born. Okay. Let's open up the last little baggie here, and then we'll tackle the last bag. Okay. Obviously we get a couple of these 1x2 hinge plates. Got 2 of those, and some radiator grills, and some upwards 1x1 by 1x2 angular plates. You know, I'm really surprised LEGO has not brought these out sooner. I don't know why they never did. And some 1x1 half-round flat tiles. Now, there's been some speculation or debates on why does LEGO bring out more of these custom pieces. Some of these pieces we wish we had when we were kids building things, but we didn't, so we had to use our imaginations for some of this stuff. Like a 1x1 brick with 4 studs on the sides. We didn't have these. You know, now we do. And some 1x2 by 1 wall elements. Some 2x2 round parabola dishes. Anything else I'm missing in there? Some 3 stud long sticks and some 1x1 plates with holder and a little wrench. I've seen these around a few times, and some of these, those are friction pins with, this is actually a Technic pin with stud. That's the stud there, and this is the pin portion, and this is friction. How you can tell, you see little ridges in here. So yeah, it's mostly just blue pieces for bag number 8. And finally, bag number 9. Some of these pieces in here are pretty unique. So Okay, let's see what we got in here. Looks like these are checker pieces. Or a thing you'd put in the drain of your bathroom sink or something. Or you could use these for wheels. I don't know what those are for. Probably for the engines. We get several of those. And okay, I've never seen these in transparent red or 3x3 parabola dishes. If I can pick up the last one, so I can get 4 of those. And some of these barrels. I've seen these in pink and purple and brown and all sorts of colors, but never gray. In fact, they look like they'd make a nice one of those water cans on a tower, a water tower. And it's like we get ourselves a 2x4x2 half round wall elements. Now, what would you really use these for mocks? You could do this. Or, you know, some people will put gears and stuff in there too to hide things. And some 4x4 round plates, a checker piece. I don't know how that got in there. Only get a couple of those. Pretty cool. I wonder if that dish would fit in there. Yeah, it does. Does it fit the other way? Oh yeah, it does. Look at that. King me. And some 2x2x2 nose cones and some red wide rims. We got some tires. If they really wanted to capture the original flavor, they should bring back those axles. They actually have the real metal pins in them, the iron pins. We get some cogs and some of these. They call these parabolic rings with the 8 sticks. Great for making spruce trees. I have tutorials on spruce trees. You get a couple of those. Maybe you can make a whole tree out of those. And one of these type of gear things. Probably part of an engine. 2x4 plates. More things that like to roll around. So we get these in red and light or medium stone gray. Quarter round 2x2 bricks in this color. We also get some of these modified 2x2 plates with these type of things. I remember these when I was a kid. So those have been around for a while. And there's the axles. 2x2 plate. And these are 8 stud long axles, I believe. No, they're 9 stud long. And that's pretty much the exciting parts in there. And the last bag. So yeah, the color palette is, you know, compared to modern sets, it's a bit bland, but remember, this is the type of stuff that a lot of us AFOLs grew up with. Okay, so you get some parabola dishes, 2x2 round parabola dishes in white, transparent red 1x2 plates, some transparent clear studs, modified plates, or no, modified bricks with, I think that's vertical sticks. There's no one of those goofy steering wheels, some friction pins, tile with handle, friction pin with stud. Oh, excuse me, I guess that's time for me to call it a night. It's like we get maybe a couple of these 1x1 plates with the top holder. Now, by soaking all the parts that we have seen throughout the whole video, you know, by all means, this doesn't have greens. It doesn't have a lot of yellow in it. This reminds me of an older Technic set. Okay, so a lot of AFOLs will watch this and, you know, appreciate the color palette. There's not a lot of bright colors in this. You know, it's just a space theme. But from what I can tell, there's a lot of useful parts in here. Not only that you can make the spaceship, you can make other things with it. Okay. A lot of these could be used for maybe making jets and stuff and other aviation projects. Does the color palette look exciting? Does it look like it's going to be an exciting build? I'm going to honestly say yes. You know, there's always those exceptions to the rules. This is something that I pretty much grew up with when I was a kid. And I really want to build this and see what the thing is. There's no stickers. Okay? So, I'm only going to assume that the build quality after this is going to be pretty good. Let's just hope it's not repetitive and stuff. But all in all, though, the parts are all over the place. But there is some really good pieces in this set. Nothing too bland or anything. Some really oddball colors that stick out. But so far, this looks very promising.